Logan's childhood was pretty typical childhood, two-parent family, involved in our kids. Logan was always interested in fixing things, highly curious, very intelligent. He hid things well until it all got too much for him to keep secret. He was just experimenting with drugs after drugs, and it just got a hold of him, and he couldn't get away from it. Nothing that we did really helped. He went through programs, but then it was just right back to what he was doing. And all you want as a parent is for your kid to be happy and healthy. And we weren't getting that for Logan anymore. We just didn't have hopes for him for a long time. It was devastating for us. It was devastating for his brother, his aunt, my sister, all of us. And it was just heartbreaking. A drug addict, they'll do anything to feed their addiction. He ended up in St. Tammany Parish twice. The second time, he had actually broken into a friend's house. Of course, I would go visit him when I could, but he knew that I could not get him out. I mean, it was to the point where you say, well, maybe you're better off in here. They actually offered Bible classes and things, and he said he was going to those. At that point in our lives, we didn't know what to believe. I went to visit him one time, and he said that somebody had come to him from the New Orleans mission and told him about their reentry program. And I said, well, is this something that you want to do? Because you think, oh, a mission in the city, New Orleans mission. And I said, you have to go and live there. And I said, is this something that you want to do? Because I just didn't really believe that it's something he wanted to do. And he said, I've tried my way. Maybe it's time to try somebody else's way. So they started the process of getting him out of the jail and into the mission. They don't give up on you. It's like a parent not giving up on their kid. So even when they mess up, they give them chances. We were outside one day after the church service in that little gazebo, and he said, we were just talking, and I mean, this is at the very beginning. And he said, Mom, do you think I'll ever have a family? And you could just see the despair. And I said, Logan, if God wants you to have a family, you're going to have a family. And he started, learning more and more about how Jesus was giving him the strength to say no and to keep going. And once you realize that, you've got hope again. And I could see, and we could see, his family could see that Logan had hope. Once they offered him a position with Building Hope, he felt even more valued that he could use his skills. He ended up getting his electrical contractor's license. He called me up after he had graduated or he had finished the program. And he said, I asked Brandy out, we're going on a date. I'm like, really, And he said, yeah, and they went on their first date. They got married. I remember calling Logan one day after she was born, right after she was born. And I said, so what does that feel like when you look at her? He said, I can't describe it. He said, I can't describe the overwhelming love when I look at her. I said, that's a feeling you will never stop feeling, no matter what. I said, because that love that you have for a child never goes away, no matter what they do, no matter what choice they make, no matter what you have to do to deal with it. And if your child comes to you and said, I need help, drive them out to Giving Hope. They'll take care of them. You take them there and they'll get them where they need to go.